Have you lived abroad for 10, 20 or even 30 years and you are still struggling to own a home in Nigeria? Then this video is for you. Stop buying just one house in Ikeja, Lekki or Magodo. What if I told you that with the price of one duplex in those locations, you could own 3 high-quality 4-bedroom fully detached duplexes with BQ in Mowe? Yes, 3. Here is the exciting part. For just 390 million naira, you will secure 3 luxury duplexes, and each of those homes comes with free solar power station, uninterrupted 24/7 power supply. No generator worries, no power supply stress, just comfort, peace of mind, and long-term value. But before I show you this incredible property, join me on a complete road trip from the Murtala Muhammed International Airport here in Ikeja, Lagos, all the way to Mowe in 2026. If you haven't visited Nigeria in years, prepare to be surprised by how much Lagos and Lagos-Ogun corridor has transformed. Watch this video till the end to see what 130 million naira can buy you in Nigeria today. My name remains Peter Odiakose once again, your #1 real estate consultant, always delighted to bring you more updates within the property market. So stay tuned as we walk you through the journey. Let's go. For those who have been asking, how long will this take me from the airport when I come back with my family to get to the site from the airport? I'm hoping that this video will do justice to that. So stay tuned. You can show them around. This is the pickup terminal. So the moment you touch down Nigeria and you are heading to the estate in Mowe axis, this will give you an idea of what it looks like. The Murtala Muhammed International Airport in Ikeja is currently undergoing a massive 712 billion naira upgrade. That's approximately $500 million. This contract is awarded to CCECC. This project is expected to take about 22 months, and when completed, it will boost the capacity and increase it to roughly about 17.6 million passengers per year. That's no longer small. So the Terminal 1 is getting a complete structural and aesthetic makeover. Another key thing you will love this new airport for, there will now be much more seamless connectivity between terminals. The ring roads, skywalks, and the runway as well is also being upgraded. More importantly, this airport is also upgraded with smart and automated features. For example, the immigration e-gate, smart boarding system, high-speed Wi-Fi, and convenient device charging station. Now, many people do not know this. The planners are collaborating with Lagos State governments to extend the Lagos rail network, currently stopping at Ikeja, directly into the airport to make it a premium continental hub. So if the last time you came to Nigeria was when airport trolley was fighting passengers, you may be noticing some changes very soon. By the way, if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, do well to hit the subscribe button below. Click the notification bell so YouTube can notify you when new videos like this pops up, and also like and share. That's how we get to reach more Nigerians, so do well to hit us. We have exited the airport, and now this is the flyover you find just immediately after the airport. Now remember, heading to site, you can also use under the bridge, head towards the toll gate axis, but we are heading towards the Oshodi axis. So if your last visit to Nigeria was in 10, 20 or 30 years, this video is for you. Watch till the end, and as soon as you see this sign that says this is Lagos, just know that you are in the airport road proper. Lagos has drastically transformed over the last 3 decades, and this transformation cut across the mainland axis and the island axis. Take Lekki for example. 20 years ago, much of Lekki consists of underdeveloped land, sparse infrastructure, and limited residential estates. But today, it is home to one of the most prestigious residential and commercial corridors, attracting billions of naira in private and public investment. So we are currently in the Ajao Estate axis, Ajao Estate to my right. This is about 5 minutes from the international airport. I slightly increased the pace of this video for obvious reasons, so you don't have to sit all the way through. This area is more like a hub for premium residential, hospitality, and even short-led businesses. In fact, if you have visited Nigeria more than 5 times and spent money within this environment, you will be among those that will find it very easy to make a down payment on a property because you have spent almost that amount anyway. As we approach the tail end of the airport road, you need to be careful here because one wrong move, you either make a U-turn or you are heading to my 2 axis instead of Oshodi. So watch out for the road signs as you are making your turn. Now we are heading towards the Oshodi axis. So for all those who are heading from Apapa, Maitu, Festac, Igomu and its environ, Mushi, Isolo, even Ladipo Market, Sele and its environ. This is the point where we get to meet them on this Yanoworu-Apapa Expressway, which is also the Apapa-Yanoworu Expressway because of the side of the road we are currently driving on. As we are approaching Oshodi, just within Charity bus stop. Now, many people do not know that Oshodi Transport Interchange is the largest and first world-class bus terminal in Nigeria and of course in West Africa. Built through a $70 million public-private partnership, it consolidated about 13 chaotic, decentralized motor parks into one highly secured structure and modern transit hub. Before now, Oshodi used to be very chaotic when it comes to commuting until the government said, come on, there's something that can be done better with this location. Oshodi used to be notorious for pocket picking, bag snatching, and whatever you can think of. But then these terminals came on board, was reorganized and built. I could remember vividly a handful of properties had to go down for the reconstruction of these terminals, and of course they were compensated. The property owners were compensated. Today, Oshodi is relatively safer than it used to be and a lot more organized with the modern buses and all that. This is on top the bridge in Oshodi. Just under the bridge, there is a whole lot happening already, but at least a lot more organized system, unlike the way it used to be before. So now we are currently heading to Anthony bus stop. Yes, to my right is the Ilupeju axis, and for those who will be exiting to the right, heading to Fadiyi, Pangrove, Onikpan, even Ojo-Elegba, Yaba, Surulere, Stadium and its environ, they take the exit to the right. While those heading to Anthony, Maryland, Mobalaji Bank Anthony Way in Ikeja, or Jota and its environ, they also take the exit to my left. So that means you use the ramp after the bridge. Now this is the bridge. So under the bridge is where we find Anthony bus stop. So right after Anthony, we are currently heading to Gbagada. Yes. You see, many people did not know that it was Dangote that reconstructed this road. The Yanoworu to Apapa or Apapa to Oroshoki Expressway deal was a landmark public-private partnership, that's PPP, between the federal government of Nigeria and the Dangote Group, where the company entirely rebuilt the 10-lane, 35-kilometer highway in exchange for a 10-year tax relief. The 35-kilometer reconstruction and expansion project cost approximately 73 billion naira to execute. It covers critical industrial corridor from the Apapa Tinka Port through Maitu, Oshodi, and extend all the way to Yanoworu and the old toll gate at Ojota. Still heading towards Gbagada. On my right, that is where you can access Shomolu and the popular Charlie Boy bus stop, which is about 9 kilometers from the airport. This is it. Many people think that the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway is the first time in recent time concrete was introduced instead of asphalt in constructing a major road like this. That's wrong. Dangote Group used reinforced concrete and steel in constructing this road, and it even came with a 50 to 100 years warranty. And now this is the popular Gbagada bus stop. At this point, you have to look out for the road signs because one right move, you are heading to Lagos Island, Ikoyi, VI. And then you watch out for the sign that says Ibadan and Ojota. That is where you drive towards if you are heading to Mowe. So this is it. We look out for the sign that says Ibadan. We follow this part of the road. And then we exit the Gbagada Express, and this is where we join the Lagos-Ojo Expressway. At some point it becomes the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. So this is the same road that becomes Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. This road leads you straight to Ibadan. It is important to understand this road is one of the most valuable economic corridors in Nigeria. Where road goes, development follows, and where development follows, property value usually rise. Over the years, areas connected to major roads like this have experienced significant growth. Land that was once considered too far or unattractive has become highly sought after by homeowners, businesses, and investors. The major reason accessibility. The easier it is to move people and goods, the more valuable an area becomes. And this is why where we are heading is key. And as soon as we descend this bridge, we are already at Ogudu. To my right is Ogudu and to my left is Ogudu GRA. And the bridge you can see over there, that flyover, that is what is linking these two axes. So for those following up on the update on our channel, you must have noticed we've previously posted properties within the Ogudu axis. We have a 4-bedroom fully detached duplex within this axis going for 300 million. We have another one for 350, and within the Ogudu GRA axis we also have something there as well. As we are approaching Alakpere now, let me share something many people don't know. You will see some cameras mounted along the road. Most people think they are just ordinary CCTV cameras. They are not. Oh, you find these cameras scattered along different parts of Lagos. Yes, these ones you can see right here. Beside the security features, some of them are part of Lagos State Intelligent Transportation System designed to monitor traffic flow, improve road safety, and detect traffic violations automatically. This is Alakpere bus stop, the same area where we are having Alakpere housing estate. So for those who think you can violate traffic laws going beyond the speed limit of 60 to 80 or driving with expired vehicle documents, these cameras snap your plate number and send you a text message of your traffic offense and all that. So at this point, watch out for the road signs. Those heading to K2 My 12 and Ikorodu, take the exits to the right. Those heading to Ojota, Maryland, take the exits to the left. And then those heading to Mowe, Shagam and Ibadan, continue on this route. So if you are driving through Alakpere and Ogudu axis as if you are auditioning for Formula 1, just know that somebody may be watching you. In today's Lagos, some cameras are more patient than last man. They just record, they don't argue. So here's what smart investors should pay attention to. Wherever you see government start investing heavily in infrastructure, technology, transportation, security within a certain corridor, it is usually a sign that that area is considered strategically important. And strategic locations tend to attract more businesses, more residents, and unlimitedly more real estate demand over time. For a city booming with over 22 million people and counting, it is not surprising that technology is needed for effective traffic management. So as we continue this journey, notice how much public investment has gone into this corridor over the years. So we just passed the 7-Up bus stop. To my right is Ikosi Ketu and to my left is Oregun. So shortly after we'll be approaching Alausa Ikeja to my left and Magodo to my right. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share this video. Also click the notification bell, so that is how YouTube gets to notify you whenever videos like this pops up. And for those of you watching from the UK, America, Canada, Europe or anywhere around the world, take a good look. If you have not been to Nigeria in 10, 20 or even 30 years, this may not be the Lagos you remember. Alausa Ikeja is home to Lagos State Secretariat, the administrative heart of Lagos State. Many of the decisions that have shaped modern Lagos over the past 2 decades have passed through this district. Today, Lagos is the second largest city in Africa in terms of population and the third largest in economy. And much of that planning and execution started right here. Some of you watching this video probably passed through Alausa, Ikeja, Bega, Magodo years ago, carrying nothing but a suitcase of dream. Today, you are watching from another continent. That's progress. The Lagos you left behind has been busy while you were away. We just passed the Alausa Ikeja bus stop, and to my right is Magodo, and to my left is Alausa Ikeja. We are currently approaching Bega. This Magodo you are looking at is one of Lagos' most established residential communities. Years ago, many people considered areas like this too far from the city center. Today, people are willing to pay premium prices just to live here. That's one of the biggest lessons in real estate. The places people laugh at today often becomes the places where they wish they have bought tomorrow. And this is Otedola Bridge, just before the Bega bus stop. Properties within this axis sells from 300 million naira to 400, 450, 500, 600, as the case may be, depending on the size, the structure, the type of finishing, and all that. We do have something within this axis as well for investors, both units of apartments, duplexes, terraces. So do well to hit us up. Let us hook you up with one of them. But for today's video, we are focusing on the way to Mowe. We are now approaching Berger, one of the most important gateways into Lagos. One interesting fact is that this famous Berger pedestrian bridge you are seeing in front of us is one of the longest pedestrian bridges you find in Lagos and was built to help manage the enormous movement of people across the busy expressway. So this is Berger bus stop, the boundary between Lagos State and Ogun State within this axis. Both states are closely knit with each other such that when you make your transition from Lagos to Ogun State, you hardly won't realize. Many people don't realize that if you are driving into Lagos from Ogun State, Ibadan, Abeokuta, or many other parts of the southwest, including the southeast, Berger is often your first major introduction to Lagos. Why do you think the Lagos-Ogun axis is booming? If you have not visited Nigeria in years, one thing you may not know is that the Lagos-Ogun corridor has experienced massive growth over the past 2 decades. Lagos has become more crowded and expensive. Many families and businesses begin to look beyond the state border into Ogun State. This has transformed these areas to a major residential and commercial destination. Today, many people live in Ogun State and work in Lagos, creating strong demand for housing, shopping centers, schools, offices, and other infrastructure. One major reason for this growth is government infrastructure. The expansion and reconstruction of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway have significantly improved accessibility along this corridor. Still within the Berger axis, this is Kara Market to my left, arguably the biggest meat market in Lagos. And to my right, this is Opik. So for those of my clients, if I've ever gifted you Ileya Ram, this is where we make it happen. You know, as a general rule in real estate, roads bring people, people bring businesses, businesses create jobs, and jobs create housing demands. Why do you think investors are paying attention? Another reason for smart investors watching this axis is industrial growth. The Lagos-Ogun real estate investment corridor has become one of the leading industrial destinations in Nigeria, attracting factories, logistics companies, manufacturing plants, warehouses, and you name it. Because of its proximity to Lagos and major transportation routes, industrial investments in this axis have risen significantly in recent years. And whenever industries move into an area, workers, managers, suppliers, and service providers, they all need somewhere to live. That creates long-term demand for real estate. We have passed the Sherry North, we have entered the Long Bridge, and we are currently heading to Wawa axis, Arekpo, and Magboro axis. We do have something within the Sherry axis. For those of you who are interested in owning properties within this axis, we do have a 4-bedroom duplex going for 180 million naira. That's about 132,000 US dollars or 114,000 euros. So this is what intending investors need to know. The biggest mistake investors make is buying where development has already peaked. The biggest fortunes are often made by identifying growth corridors early. Many of today's prime locations in Lagos were once dismissed as too far. Lekki was once considered too far. Even Aja, it was once considered too far as well. Parts of Magodo and Shongotedo were not left out. They too were considered too far at some point. Today, many people wish they had bought there years ago. The Lagos-Ogun corridor is teaching the same lesson today. And now we are exiting the Long Bridge. We have Wawa and Arekpo to my right. And going forward a bit, we have Magboro. So for most of my viewers, the Nigeria you left behind is not standing still. New roads are being built, industries are expanding, communities are growing, and every major city in the world has one thing in common. It expands outward. The question is not whether Lagos will continue to grow. The question is, will you own a piece of that growth, or will you just be watching it happen from the sidelines? That's the question every real estate investor must answer. We just passed the popular Coleman Wire Factory on my right, and on my left is Punch newspaper headquarters here in Magboro. As we are passing through Magboro, I want to ask my diaspora viewers a question. If somebody had offered you land here 15 years ago, would you have bought? Be honest, most people would have said no. Today, many of those same people wish they could go back in time. So this is Magboro bus stop. Yes, this is the bridge in Magboro. Just immediately after the bridge is where you find MFM prayer camp, which is Mountain of Fire prayer camp. And right there you find the Mountain Top University, all to my left. Like one of my clients was asking me, Peter, do we have options of where I can do my grocery shopping? And we have a whole lot of them. This is Grandeur supermarket. So let's do something real quick. I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me, what year did you leave Nigeria? And what part of this journey has surprised you the most? Drop it on the comment section. Let's know. So we have gotten to Ibafo. Yes, Mowe Ibafo. This is just right supermarket to my right before the Ibafo bus stop where we have the pedestrian bridge. So now we are heading to Mowe. I believe Lagos in the next 20 years will be significantly larger than what we are seeing today. And this is not just me saying it. Statistics shows that by 2050, Nigeria will be the third largest country in the world, only behind China and India. Lagos alone holds about 10% of Nigeria's population. So this means the population will continue growing, businesses will continue expanding, housing demand will continue increasing. The question isn't whether growth is coming. The question is where that growth will happen next. So all these adjoining cities, adjoining towns will be the first beneficiaries of this expansion. So we just passed Asheshe to my right, where we have a pedestrian bridge coming up on board, and also the Christ Embassy camp. We also have the Redeem Camp new auditorium, all to my right. We are approaching Loto bus stop just before Mowe bus stop. If you are enjoying this journey and would like to see more site inspections, property tours, and real estate opportunities across Nigeria, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so YouTube can notify you when new videos like this pops up. Many of you watching haven't subscribed yet, but you keep coming back every week. Today is a good day to join the family. Do well to like and share this video to those you feel will also gain value from this. Please help us get to 10k followers or subscribers. As a real estate consultant, one lesson I've learned is this: most people don't lose money because they invested. Most people lose opportunities because they waited too long. So this is the Deeper Life Prayer Camp to my right, where we have another pedestrian bridge coming up on board. And overlooking us right now is the popular Loto bus stop. Yes, many people don't know that this flyover you are seeing right here in the Loto bus stop, to my right will be leading back to Ikorodu. Yes, there's a road that passes through Shimawa that is coming up right here to connect down to this axis. And in future plans, that road is also going to be leading to the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway around the outer axis. So that will give a lot more better connectivity within this axis. So this is the Mowe bus stop overlooking us already. This is Mowe. So we have done 44 kilometers from the airport terminal down to Mowe bus stop. That's approximately 38 minutes drive. And from Bega, this is only about 21 kilometers. That should be about 18 minutes drive. And this is Mowe bus stop proper. So we are entering into Mowe bus stop. We're making our turn to the left into Mowe market. But first we need to use the U-turn just in front of us. Now going to use the U-turn. For those who are familiar with this axis, we will not get to the Redeem Camp. The Redeem Camp is still in front of us here in Mowe, to my right. But the U-turn we are going to use is just before the Redeem Camp. So this is where you make your U-turn as if you are heading back to Ikeja. We are getting closer to our destination, so please stay tuned. And in a few minutes, I'll be showing you some of the alternatives we have created for those of you who are looking for properties in many parts of Lagos, tastefully finished properties in many parts of Lagos, but cannot afford the 400 million, the 500 million over there. This is something you should be looking at. So we just left the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway right now, and we have entered the Mowe Ofada road. This road you are seeing leads to Ofada. But for the purpose of this our trip, we will not be getting to Ofada community, so we are only going to be within this Mowe town. So this is going to be about 6.4-kilometer drive from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway we just left through this Mowe Ofada road straight down to site. Ordinarily, this usually takes us about 8, 10, 13 minutes back then, when the road was a lot more freer, when this area has not fully experienced development as it has today. Now there is a lot of speed bumps on this road. The population within this axis have expanded as well. So this should be taking us about 15 minutes to get to site. So if you have stayed up to this time and you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button. We are making these videos for you. It is free to subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you when new videos like this pops up. I want you to always be abreast with the development that takes place within the real estate space here in Nigeria, so you don't get to miss anything. And also share to those you think will gain value from this. So please help us get to 10K subscribers. Now on this Mowe Ofada road, there is also a road to my right that leads you straight back to the Redeem Camp. We'll call that the Redemption Way. This is it. It takes you back to the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and that road has just been recently reconstructed. Like one of my clients will tell me, Peter, I have my family house that I've built already in Benin. But whenever I come to Nigeria, I do not want to go straight down to Benin immediately. But the hotel biz here in Lagos is taking a huge chunk of my dirty December budget. So I told her, worry no more. This particular location is the solution you desire. So this is New Town Supermarket, a new spot for grocery shopping opened within this axis. In fact, at this point, we have lost count of the number of supermarkets, schools, shopping centers, hotels scattered around this axis. So just the same way you are looking for where to invest, these businesses as well are looking for where to expand to. And they are already taking advantage of the growing population within this corridor. So if you are like that, my client, who is looking for a well-secured estate within the Lagos-Ogun axis, where you can spend as much time as you want in Nigeria whenever you visit. You are not pressured to go back immediately because of your hotel bills. And then you have the liberty to visit Benin, visit Ibadan, visit wherever your family house is located at will, or decide who comes from Benin, Ibadan to come and visit you in a well-secured estate where nobody can gain entrance or access to yourself or your immediate family without your permission. This option speaks volume for you. So we are very close to the site. If you have watched us from the beginning to this point, do well to drop your location on the comment section. We would love to give you a shout out on our next video. You are one of the MVPs of this channel. So this is Kilimanjaro to my right, one of the leading eatery spots here in Nigeria, still under construction. So you can see investors are positioning themselves within this axis. Smart people are taking advantage of the growing population in this axis, so don't be left out. Notice that this is a 6-lane expressway, 3 lanes for going, 3 lanes for coming. However, it is just the first 3 lanes that is what is currently being used now. This is the one that is fully completed, and the other side of it, which is the lane that is supposed to be for those driving from Ofada straight down to the Mowe bus stop, is still under construction. So we have gotten to the restoration camp axis, and this is the entrance to the estate we are heading to. So the Bluestone Garden City is an estate that comprises of so many real estate developments. So it's more like an estate that has many estates within it. So this also gives an opportunity for double security. So there is security at the main entrance, which is this, and then there is also security to assess each of the individual developments you find within. This particular area has grown over the years with lots of developments taking place. So within these premises, we do have lands available for sale, and we do have houses as well. So I just want to show you one of the developments taking place here, although limited in number, but I believe this can also help a lot of Nigerians in the diaspora to secure their homes. As I'm making this video, a lot of you will be seeing your homes here already. So many. This estate is fully secured. You cannot gain access to this estate without an access code. Even as a regular developer, a regular face here, a regular realtor that comes on site as often as possible, I still need to fill in my access code before the security can give access to me. So likewise, when people come and visit you in your estate, you have to give them the daily access code before they can be allowed into the estate. And when they are exiting as well, you have to give them the pass. So this is a fully developed location. Although still developing, the recreational center is coming up on board. So shortly, I'll be showing you what 130 million naira can get you. So if you have only 29% of the budget for a duplex in Magodo or Lekki or Ikeja, this is what you can get with it right here.
Another day on site. This time, we are bringing Lekki down to you in Mowe. Behind me is a beautiful structure of a 4-bedroom, fully detached duplex situated within Mowe main town. And for those who are in the market looking for something sweet, serene enough, a family home that whenever you come to the country, you'll be proud with your family to live in comfort. You have worked hard for your money. You deserve luxury finishing. That's exactly what we have packaged for you right here. Within one of the most beautiful estates in the Mowe axis, only about 33 kilometers from Ikeja, where we have the international airport in Lagos. You are right down in this axis. This estate is already covered with a good title, C of O, and now you are having a beautiful 4-bedroom, fully detached duplex for you. I'll be showing you what the interior looks like. Stay tuned.
We move. They told me slow down, stay in line, but pressure made a diamond mine. Every night I prayed for light, now my scars are shining bright. Had no map, just faith and grind. Heavy days I still survive. If you fall 1,000 times, stand up once you win the fight. Hey. Heart beating like a drum, hear the sound, here I come. When the world said you're done, I whispered watch me run. I rise again, from the pain, from the ends. Every loss made me stronger, every tear took me closer. I rise again, no retreat, no pretend. Tell the night I'm a soldier, tell my past I'm the only.